Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I recently did a video for retail where I created my own UI, my own interface without using any add-ons in the game. And I have now done the same for the Burning Crusade Anniversary Classic Edition. And I found out that the Classic Edition of Anniversary, well, it's Burning Crusade, actually has its own edit mode, which of course back in the days it didn't have, but with edit mode you can actually make an interface that looks like what you're looking at right now. I have my spells centralized in the middle here, I have my portraits in the top left corner, I am able to replace my party frames, so using the raid frames you can see here, use raid style party frames. I can customize my chat to be down here in the left corner behind my head. I can have my buffs, debuffs, my minimap. Could basically turn it like, change it if I wanted, but I like that. Have my bars over here, have my backs down here, and my menu. The only thing that is annoying and really annoys me is my XP bars. I would wish if I could just make it smaller so that it actually fits right under the, my action bars, like the same size as my action bars, but it doesn't work. For that, you would need an add-on. So I basically just have to live with that my XP bar is this big and my reputation bar. But I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So that is the default UI. In case you want the code, so you can just basically go to your game and you can press escape, edit mode, then you can say import and you can put in my string. It's on my Discord right now. There is a room called guides and tutorials, and then there's another room inside that called Dvalin UI Classic. You basically just paste the code. I go to my Discord, I paste the code, I put it in here, I call it something, Dvalin, blah, 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 import, and it will be on your list. And then your game is going to look exactly like mine. Just keep in mind, if you are running with scaling, for example here, if you go into graphics, you will see here that we have this one here called UI scaling. If you run with a different scaling or you run with a different resolution than mine, there might be some complications sometimes, but still I would advise you try import it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then you might have to edit it a little bit yourself. But I have seen a lot of people where if they have used like a really small scaling, then as you can see here, it just messes up my UI now. So in case, try to disable your scaling, put it back to 100 and disable it, then import it, then try and put your scaling back and see if it looks all right. But that's because I don't use any scaling in the game, so that's kind of like what I have created the UI for. But yeah, there isn't too much to it. It's Classic Anniversary, the Burning Crusade, so there isn't really much we can add in the UI. There's no damage meter, no boss encounters, anything like that. Though, I am using 2 add-ons for Classic. I, of course, have more on my list, but basically I am using this one here called Details. So if you have the app called CurseForge, I have a guide on how you install add-ons in case you need it. But I have an add-on here called Details Damage Meter. This is the one I have down here in the right corner. In case you want something that looks like my damage meter next to this, I will also go in here and do an export of these options here and throw them inside that Discord room as well. So you can basically import the UI, you can import the damage meter profile, and it will look exactly like my screen where you have the damage and the healing. And you can of course right click and change it to whatever you want to see. If you want to see damage and interrupts maybe, so see who have done most interrupts in case. I'm also using the add-on called Questy. It basically just helps me with questing. It gives me a very nice quest-like view here on the right side. It looks way better than the normal one. And you can have way more quests, it can go all the way down. Also, it shows me where my quests are. So you can see here, for example, here, it shows me that I have quests here, which is very nice. And in case you don't want to see it, you can just click on here and back again. But again, that's just a plug and play add-on. You don't have to think about it because I usually prefer playing without add-ons. But in this case here, the damage meter is nice. We got the damage meter in Midnight, but we don't have it in the Burning Crusade. And we all this quest called Questy is just so much better than the normal one. So yeah. So this is the UI I would personally play with. And again, it is on my Discord. There's going to be an import string for the UI. There's going to be an import string for the damage meter. And there's going to be a suggestion and it's going to say what the add-ons are called that you can play additionally with it, in case you want to play the Burning Crusade like I would be playing it. So thanks for watching. And again, this was just to give you all a nice clean UI in case you want that and not play with the default one. Because I mean, you could of course also play with the standard one, the classic one like this, and have your game look like this. But personally, I don't like that. So I like my I like my own UI here. I know that the XP bar in the bottom is annoying, but I can't do anything about it. I literally can't. I can't move it out of the window, anything like that. I can't change it. If I click edit mode and I click on it, it doesn't allow me to do anything with it. So I hope Blizzard will see this video and they actually do something about it. But yeah. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. And again, on my Discord, you will find the import string for both the UI and the damage meter in case you want the game to look like mine. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.